flesh, bone, bound together with the oddest magical incantation. This wretched book is where it all began so long ago, before time, before humanity. I am Dr. Edward Roivas. I am a clinical psychologist. I am also dead. This is not my story, nor even the story of the Roivas family. It is the story of humanity. Like it or not, believe it or not, as you will. Your perceptions will not change reality, but simply color it. Humanity has been on the edge of extinction for 2 millennia, ignorant of so much and dependent on so few. The Guardians grow restless. Their time once again near. Whether by fate or misfortune, my family has crossed their path, and they didn't take kindly to it. Their attention turns to my granddaughter, for she is the last of my line, and the last hope for humanity.
Suddenly we're shooting things. Ah.
And so begins eternal darkness. Well, eternal darkness. I say it too quick, it sounds like internal. That's darkness within, it's a different game.
Ah, those legs still move, that's creepy.
Hello?
Miss Alexandra Roivas?
Yeah, who's this?
This is Inspector LaGrasse of the Rhode Island Police. I'm sorry to disturb you, but there's been an accident with your grandfather.
I'll be on the next flight out.
Ah, Miss Roivas. I'm pleased to meet you. I trust you had a pleasant trip?
Yes, I suppose so, considering.
Yes, my condolences. This is most unpleasant. It's a shame we couldn't meet under brighter circumstances.
Yes, it is. Can we get this over with, please?
Of course. This way. But I must warn you, it's not a pleasant sight. I'm afraid there's not much to see. Miss Roivas, is that your grandfather, Edward?
Yes, it's him. He's wearing our family ring. I don't understand. Why are you showing me this? Can't you check dental records or something? What is wrong with you?
I'm sorry. It's my job, lady. You're the only living relative, and no, we can't check dental records. There's no head. None of this makes sense. There's no sign of intrusion, and there was certainly a lot of force used here. I have never seen anything like this in my 20 years on the force. We have no evidence except for the body, and what's left doesn't say much. We don't have a single clue.
Well, you better find out who did this. I'm not leaving Rhode Island until you do. There must be some clue in this old mansion revealing what happened. I want answers.
So do I. I wish I had some.
Now we get to play it properly. At
Yeah.
least for more than 10 seconds shooting some skeletons.
Which is only there to break up the long intro.
Oh, it also felt a bit like it was going sort of action start, rather than just I'm standing in a house. But, right, let's have a look around.
It's quite pretty.
It is, yeah. I still think the game looks pretty good, actually, for all that it's a GameCube game, which we're playing on the Wii. Should Alex look at the key? Yes. Found a dresser key. And the other thing I wanted to briefly mention is we're not playing this blind or anything. We both played the game before many times and quite liked it. We're just playing this for fun.
It is in Pro Logic though, so if you want to start your Pro Logic decoders, now is the time to do so.
Something for later. Oh, I love that light effect as well.
The old lens flare. I mean, there was the possibility of playing it on Dolphin, but I never quite trust the emulators to not glitch out occasionally.
No, and with it not being something we've used before either, we don't particularly want to try something new just this time, because we already have something that works. Equip, check. That one and that one.
So do we start with the second floor key?
We do, yeah. I got the feeling we did. But it doesn't work. We now have a broken second floor key. So much for going up. Well, we can go upstairs, we just can't go further than the stairs, but... Do you know that fireplace looks really big?
It's just a really big fireplace.
It's a really big fireplace. Riva's family tree. Which is a bit grim.
Nice hangman.
I think a couple of these actually have something in there. There's one here. Suspected of witchcraft.
Well, convicted it said there.
No, I think that's actually it. For, as I like to say, the flavour taste, the background information.
Can't you examine it more than that? Does it just show you the overhead view
it just
of it?
shows you the overhead view. Whether we're supposed to look at it later, because I remember looking at that. Huh. I also quite like that, like with Silent Hill, her head will tell you that there are things to look at. Because it goes sort of, oh, what's that? Looming grandfather clock. Yes.
Almost patriarchal. It said there.
I love that noise. A hidden door behind a bookcase, which is something I always wanted in real life. Maybe one day.
Hidden room, pretty cool.
Full of stuff. Shrine of candles.
Which you just punched.
I did, yes. Stack of human bodies. Cyclopean City. That's the jungle. And as we'll find later, all of these are sort of... What would the word describe it? Sort of foreshadowing the rest of the game. That's one. Well, there's two things we can interact with in the room. We can get the gladius. Which we can then equip.
So now we're walking around a modern house with a big sword.
Secondly, the big old book. Should Alex read from the book?
Yes, read from the book.
I had no knowledge of what was to come, nor did I care. How the knowledge changed me, it will also change you. As you read this, you will come to learn fear as I have. You too will come to understand, or you will perish. To think that once I could not see beyond the veil of our reality, to see those who dwell behind. My life now has purpose, for I have learned the frailty of flesh and bone. I was once a fool. Where is quies candamest? Where is conservandi? Facusatis aquae sumat, et animus eorum conferma. Pugna huis, dia sit modo prima multarum, si inceptum conficiamus.
Quam primum, Centurio Augustus. I would like to compliment you once more on your battle tactics. Our enemies did not have a chance. Do you believe that it really exists, Centurion?
I do not doubt our Emperor's beliefs, or his orders. But if we are to retrieve the artifact, then we must be strong and patient. Come to us, pious Augustus.
Like you do. But we'll leave exploration of this till next time.
Bye-bye.